with my son. So it was just great father-son time. I get back. I saw two articles, the first two articles that popped up. The Cleveland Indians, after 107 years, are changing their name. That was the first. I go, like, I mean, Native American Indians. That's like, you don't name a team out of weakness. You don't name a team to insult the players on said team.
Damn, they so selfish. Hey, a little white, look. Let me put you up on game. We can all be unique if the mission is the same. Don't matter if you shoot ball or you gang bang. Doctor or lawyer, the skin color same.
And good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Laura Cascio. We begin with breaking news tonight out of the Indians camp. Our expert, Jimmy Donovan, joins us now with all of the details we need to know. Hi, Jim.
Hello, everybody. The Indians are back home, and it appears as though the Indians may be close to having a new name. They have been the Indians since 1915. The reporting is coming from the longtime beat writer of the Indians, Paul Hoynes, over at Cleveland.com. Paul is reporting that the Indians indeed have decided on a new name, but they are not releasing that name to the public just yet. When they were asked, is an announcement imminent, they would not confirm nor deny that. Now, let's give you the timeline on this. Remember, the Indians came out in December and said, we are going to go through the long process and thoughtful process and delicate process of changing our name. The update then came in March from owner Paul Dolan, who said, this is such a procedure and we have to get this right. This may leak into the 2022 season. But now the reporting from Paul Hoynes comes out this afternoon that the Indians have arrived on a new name, but are not ready to make that name public just yet. Now,
I always said in my next life I want to come back as a Democrat, but I'm not sure I can get my testosterone that low. Guys, we got to call balls and strikes here, okay? No, guys, I mean, you see it. That way I'm covered. They can't cancel me. But no, they can. They'll cancel you anyway. Because you can never be woke enough today. With my son. So it was just great father-son time. I get back. I saw two articles, the first two articles that popped up. The Cleveland Indians, after 107 years, are changing their name. That was the first. I go, like, I mean, Native American Indians. That's like, you don't name a team out of weakness. You don't name a team to insult the players on said team. It's out of strength. Why would you change that name? I mean, I got a text literally later that day from a buddy of mine who actually plays in the MLB, and he's like, do you believe what's going on? I mean, the left will destroy everything, is what this guy's saying. He plays in the league. They're still doing it because, you know, there's a corporate sponsor or someone.
Hi.
Okay.
New this morning, check this out. Cleveland's baseball team has officially changed its name. The Indians will now be known as the Guardians. They announced the move on social media this morning, showing off some new logos as well. Guardians is a reference to several famous statues in Cleveland. The team says that they want to move on from using Native American imagery.
Obviously, they're keeping the same colors, the red, white, and blue.
So that's good. So we don't need to get a whole new wardrobe entirely.
True.
At least we can wear the colors,
yes,
right?
We can. Yes, we can.
So there you go. It is on to now making new history.
Right?
Hopefully
we'll win the championship. We'll win the the World Series under the name Guardians.
That would be wonderful.
You serious?
Protecting them from serious illness, from death, from hospitalization, from the virus. That's the most powerful role he can play at this point in time. George, go ahead.
This morning, the Cleveland Indians announced they're changing their name to Guardians, and that's already become an issue in the Ohio Senate race, and the former president just minutes ago attacked it. Any reaction by the president or the White House?
We certainly support their change of name. We may be on the other side of the president, former president, on that front, I would guess. I haven't seen his tweet or however he's communicating these days. Go ahead.
Major League Baseball team, formerly known as the Cleveland Indians for a very long time in the country, is now changing its name for the obvious reasons that they were previously named the Cleveland Indians. So before we get to some of the responses and anger pushback on this, first let's go to how they announced it, what they said, and exactly what the team name is. Watch this.
To keep watch and guard what makes this game the greatest. And together, we are all Cleveland Guardians.
They're the Guardians. Now, if you look at it, now we can look at some of these images that they've now done for the team name change, and people that are familiar with the team or baseball in general might see that. And this is what I noticed, at least. Maybe I'm wrong, but the font is very similar as far as the Guardians and the C for Cleveland, but they do have this winged G wrapped in a baseball, and also Cleveland 216. I assume that's the area code, represent 216. You know how everybody talks about the 216. So
say this, you're fed up. If you teach the Negro, people don't even know their own name. Why? Because he took it away from them. Please. 20 million black people don't even know their own language. Why? Because he took it away from them. 20 million black people who don't even know the history of their ancestors. Why? Because he took it away from them. And if you try and tell them how thoroughly and completely they've been robbed, he says you're teaching hate. That's something to think about. Today you are coming out of power.